that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. And as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. The Kid is our subject as he enters this game riding a 10-game hitting streak. Steve, what do you think about his chances of extending it in this game?
Well, Matt, we all know that these streaks are always tough to keep going, especially when people start to catch on that they're actually happening. Plus, the pressure just keeps rising the longer they get. Now, this isn't really that long a streak by any means, so I doubt that he's feeling any pressure yet. I think he's just really having fun with it. But if he continues to stick to that same approach he's had over the last 10, I think he's got a good shot to keep it going for a little while longer. And, you know, it always helps if you get that hit out of the way in your very first at-bat. So we'll see if he can get that done in this one.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He drove in over 25 runs last month. Sure, some of that credit belongs to his teammates getting on base ahead of him, but he's been stepping up big in clutch situations.
Matt Latos will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this one.
The Kid will stride in, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. This Marlin Ball Club Eric Karros, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jeff Mathis will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Cabrera for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Striding into the box, the Kid, he flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ichiro looks up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long.
The Kid will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. In there at the knees, strike one. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
David Wright ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Backhanded.
He's out.
He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Eighth inning coming up. Mets out in front, 2-1. The Kid gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the eighth. Shot back up the middle. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with two men out.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there.
David Wright stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner back. 2 runs, 5 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
And it looked like he was on his way to breezing through this half inning.
Curtis Granderson steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They lead it 2-1. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get his guys into position to win this ball game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt.